back again. I'm Johnny BTB, also known as BTB Grilla, and this is the BTB Gorilla Zone. Y'all have been seeing a lot of my face lately. I've been doing a lot of different shit, as I should be. Come here. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. So this episode is going to be, obviously from the title, in response to this reaction that I seen the great culture vulture DJ Akademiks post on Herbo when he was calling out his manager or whatever. Y'all might have already seen the reaction. If you haven't, we're gonna get into this shit. We're gonna break this motherfucker down. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. This whole
big swerve, man. Hey, everybody that know me, y'all know I don't bring my problems to the internet personal or nothing pertaining to my business at all, but this shit been like affecting my personal day-to-day life. So everybody that know me, y'all know I'm independent. I'm signed to Machine. I've been signed to Machine since I was 16 years old, so I was a minor. My parents had to sign me over, you know what I'm saying? We've been family, been independent, made history. Boom. So
I thought he also had a partnership with like CMG, which was Cinematic Music Group with Johnny Shipes.
Okay.
Okay. Let me.
That's your damn problem.
16.
Hold on, let me pause your video. Now that's your goddamn problem. You're thinking too damn much. You heard what the man said, so whatever you thought it was, it obviously wasn't what you thought it was, unless you want to change the damn thing to DJ Akademiks calls Herbo a liar about everything in the damn video. Let's go.
First and foremost, I signed my publishing away for perpetually for 15 grand.
Oh shit! What?
That is shocking.
By the way, yo, with all due respect, I'm gonna give Herbo so much respect in the world. I don't even wanna be seen as I'm disrespecting him, because his honesty here is what a lot of rappers would never say. Like, a lot of rappers always be looking like, oh, I'm on my own boss, I'm in a partnership. Everybody be saying like these weird little things to make it seem like their deal got them making all the money in the world. No, nigga, if you were making all the money in the world, you would not be popping and you would not be on a label, bro. They're making all the money in the world. So hear him admitting that he sold his publishing, or like his publishing pretty much got, taken away from him for $15,000.
See, all right. I had to stop it again, because that's the bullshit that I'm talking about. Like, how you gonna go from trying to give the man props on being honest, saying that most rappers ain't honest and shit, and then in the same sentence shoot a nigga down and say that he got taken? How you gonna say the nigga got took after he just said that he sold it for 15? Like, come on, man. Like, what's the point of even giving a man props on something that you're gonna shoot down anyway? So what? So that rappers continue to not tell people what's going on, because niggas like you, the culture vultures, is just gonna try and make something else out of it anyway. Like, you could have did that different. Let's go.
$1,000. Wow.
But they claim he ain't know the business. I was young anyway, so bottom line, I got to the bottom of it, of course. We got that back. Been amended that contract so many times.
Okay, so he got back his publishing.
Been independent, worked with other labels, Sony Red, Epic,
Sony Red,
Public System. I never had a direct deal with the label. It's always been with him, with Machine. So over the years, when we started generating money, probably this was we was on the Sony system, like 19. Pulled me to the side, like, bro, let me run your business for you. I wasn't really business savvy, and this is somebody I trust with my life, like a brother, like a father figure. Let me run your business for you, bro. Alright. So from then on, he's running my business, paying my bills, making sure everything paid, staff, everything all ran through him. I really was only playing on my ancillary bread, you feel me? Just having motion on my ancillary, not the residual.
Alright, hold on. Now, I ain't gonna pause this again real quick, because one thing I'm gonna say is that I definitely appreciate honesty in all shapes and forms, but this shit ain't the place for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just how you started off in the beginning, G Herbo, when you was like, you don't be coming here with your issues and stuff like that. That's because this ain't the place for it. I know the world want it. I know that a lot of people are gonna learn from it. But at the end of the day, it's like that's what's wrong with everything. Because the people that we coming to pour this out to ain't the people that really care about us. They ain't the people that's really fitting to try and make something happen. Most of the time. Every now and then, you know what I mean, you'll post something will get posted and somebody will really do something about something. But most of the time, it's motherfuckers gonna take this and run with it the wrong way, man.
Always control the residual. Long story short, 12 years later, I've been hearing rumors that I owe this money, right?
12 years later. How long Herbo been popping? Well, now it's 2023. I guess 12 years, like in 2011, like really the Chirac movement wave where all these guys were getting signed was right before, like it was like 2011 to 2013.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so it is 12 years later. Damn.
Didn't he just say that? Wasting my time.
I owe him money. So, and I'm not just sweeping it under the rug. So, long story short, I go get up with him. I'm like, hey, bro, what's up with these numbers? Look at the numbers. One right. And started like just thinking. So, recently, we had a meeting. Me, him, Mick, my old manager.
I hate to also pause it, but it's probably a piece of this we got to think about. G Herbo's going to turn himself into federal prison probably sometime in the next 6 months. He's going to be doing like about 3 years.
Why is that something we got to think
He's on, he's a family man with multiple kids, has a, pretty much a baby mama who's kind of like a wife.
I would smack this shit out of this nigga. This nigga security had to shoot me.
At this point, trying to make sure he crosses T's,
T's,
dots his I's. Now is the time where, he's not no broke ass nigga, but like he want to make sure he knows that if anybody owed him money before everything gets paid up, that his family and his people are gonna make sure they're taken care of. So if you're wondering why he might be doing this now, he probably
I hate that part. A nigga, how you gonna throw on this old super sincere ass voice? Well, he's got this sentence coming up, and he's gotta probably make sure his assets and bitch, nigga, you is just cruddy, boy. You's a cruddy buddy. I mean, like, what the fuck? Where y'all find these motherfuckers at?
Taking stock of everything he has going on. His businesses, say he's in real estate, probably taking stock of his. Let's say he had money invested in stocks.
Why are you talking about all his problems and all his business? That's not even what he's talking about right now. What the fuck that got to do with that? Look, I'm trying to tell you.
Everything matters at this moment, right? Because again, he's not going to be able to do these features, do these shout outs, do these walkthroughs, these shows for maybe a couple of years. And he's trying to set his family up. And, I think he has a great poker face too, but this got to be a stressful time. Actually, I think you can see the stress on him a little bit. And by the way, G Herbo, we love you, okay?
God damn, it's hard not to see the bitch in you.
The whole federal case you have,
you ain't even got a good poker face.
Like, we ain't with none of that shit, but like we love you, and shit, me meeting you, like it dawns upon me that you're not some type of nigga who's just like some scummy scammer. You're a guy who came from not the best circumstances trying to make it.
You say some real shit, and then you also say some.
You can tell. You can see a little stress on his face. Let's keep going.
Mostly
Big Bro was in the room. Coffee was in the room. Big Bro was in the room. His brother was in the room. OB. And my brother Mason was in the room. So we just having a conversation amongst us because I wanted witnesses there. So I talked to him, looked him in the eye, bro, this ain't right. You ain't right. You always control my business, right? You always control the money, right? To him. So it's like, long story short, I'm like, man, bro, it ain't working. You always told me if it didn't work, you was gonna let me out of the contract. So boom, it ain't work. I come to him, man, let me out of the contract, sign me out. 3 copies. But thing is, I was about to really let him manipulate me because he good at this, to leave out without nothing and just go back and forth between my lawyer and his lawyer, which we are still doing anyways. I'm like, nah, I already hear something draft. I'm like, you have to sign this in good faith. So after we leave a meeting, after we finna leave a meeting, everybody outside make coffee.
See, now this one I gotta pause it because look, man, y'all take the game that G Herbo giving y'all, not in the essence of just what he's saying, but the game from his actions, and learn from what I personally would say are his mistakes. For one, if I did even ask somebody or say I got these paperwork ready for you to sign and stuff, I'm not fitting to come in and tell, you know, look, this ain't, you know what I'm saying, bro? You already, like you said, the shit's still open. Y'all going back and forth. This ain't the spot for it. You got niggas like this. You know what I'm saying?
And Macy's still outside. I'm just thinking I'm outside with him. I'm talking. I'm like, nah, bro. He got to sign what I have right here. I'm in my head saying this, like, because I know him. Go back in the room. His brother having the first conversation. I said, brother, for me, you got to sign this out of good faith. For me. And we'll figure it out through the lawyers, of course. You know, of course he did it. Signed 3 copies. Boom. Shake hands after everything. Leave. So now, after we finna do the audits and everything, because he know he did bad. Salon's video is going.
Chat, I ain't gonna lie, like I'm like overcome a little bit with sadness.
How a
You
nigga
can tell
smile and say he overcome
this
with
shit's
sadness?
bothering him, and it's probably
God, I
weighing
hate
on
that
him
shit.
as he has a lot of shit to balance on his plate. You could tell.
I can't stand a nigga that take joy in a motherfucker that's going through shit. You got to be the most cruddiest type of nigga. You got money already. What the fuck is up with you? This is what's wrong with hip hop. This is not motherfucking, like, come on, bro. These are the niggas that you eat off of. Like, this shit
Like,
retarded.
And it's not that, you know, people talk to the camera and sometimes tell us their business all the time, but like you could tell, like, you know, his mind is probably on a lot of shit. You can just tell by his demeanor.
So you gonna fuck
Almost 4 minutes. I'm about to sum it up. So I've been getting these calls from like my criminal attorney in Boston. My criminal lawyer been calling me, which he paid. I paid almost a million on this case. That he paid because he paid my bills. My lawyer called me because they know each other. Like, man, could you call her? He was using like a tactic with Esther. He's saying I made him sign his contract under duress, and he's trying to like get me arrested for it. And I'm like, he got me blocked. My lawyer like, can you call him? I try to call him on through. I'm like, can you call him? Like, you know what I'm saying? Got me blocked. But he's using these tactics, these manipulative tactics to take advantage. So I'm just coming here to say, like, you can't win, you know? And all artists, young artists, you got to stand your ground, man, with what's right, if I'm saying it. I'm blessed to be able to do this, you know what I mean? Have the resources to be able to still provide for myself, my family, go to war in this way, the right way, the legal way, the righteous way, and win. And I just want to look in your eyes and tell you, you can't beat me. You can't. Yo, it's big.
This nigga act
Okay.
trying to help him beat you.
Let me tell you what I'm taking away from this. G Herbo stressed. Unfortunately, when people come from certain backgrounds,
You a hoe.
and this is the thing about having a bunch of teams, you get a bunch of people who start controlling your money, your finances. They start telling you have so many bills that they need to hire somebody to take care of it, and you almost start becoming a puppet. Because what happens is that if you don't even understand or control the money or even know about the money that comes in, you essentially have hired what's called a handler. That person is going to tell people, hey, we need to spend this. Oh, no, it's cool. Give G Herbo this. Oh, yeah, we got to pay for these bills. Oh, you kind of lose. You lose a lot in terms of managing your own business.
Yes. You need to have financial literacy.
Here's what I'm also getting, but I want to be fair. I don't know what G Herbo's liability is in this case that he has, this fraud case, but this is what I would say to him. G Herbo,
Say it.
you could play ignorant to some of the people, but you can't play ignorant to all of the people. G Herbo, whoever was controlling your finances, that's the exact same thing you told the feds. when niggas was booking those vacations for you in Jamaica in those private jets, but it wasn't coming out of your money. They were scamming. They were using stolen credit cards. You didn't know back then either.
Yeah,
when you involve in the mud, you can't choose when it should be on the up and clean. So now you're telling us
he's a real
about how they have misappropriated your funds, how they have taken advantage of you as an artist. But I guarantee, and by the way, I love G Herbo, but we're gonna have to be honest.
Nigga, stop saying
I guarantee if I ask those niggas the question, the niggas you're talking about, you know what they're gonna say? Why you think G Herbo going to jail?
He a real motherfucking cop.
G Herbo wasn't making that money.
He ain't a hip hop.
We were finessing and using scam money to keep his career going. So yeah, we spent when he finally did get money. We now got to spend that on some other shit because we was always. Do y'all understand what I'm saying?
Nigga, we understand what you saying, bro. Cause look at what you doing. What is you even talking about right now? You're not talking about Jay-Z. You're not talking about P. Diddy. You're not talking about 50 Cent, Dr. Dre, and NWA, and everybody else that done had to do shit in order to start businesses and corporations and change money over and do things. You ain't fucking mentioned Dame Dash and all of them. You ain't mentioned fucking Irv Gotti and all of them. All the people that's still behind the scenes making shit happen. So as though you can even have a fucking platform or a voice. And you sitting here got nerve to be saying this shit the way that you saying it with all that audacity and bass in your voice. Nigga, you have lost your mind. You are one of them niggas where as though it's like, really? When you look in the mirror, you just don't give a fuck. You just, yeah, nigga, I got it. I got some shit. Look, I ain't have shit. I was a hoe ass nigga in school. Niggas was shoving me in the lockers, but now I got some shit. So fuck these niggas. That's what you is. You one of them niggas. And us, the culture, we was so hungry for fucking what was going on at the time because when you first started popping all this shit, it was like kind of new that you could really get your hands on all this information so fast and shit, and it was dope to get the information, but now this shit getting out of pocket. It's getting out of control. What is the point at this point? It's kind of like what Denzel Washington was saying about the regular news. It's not about who's right, it's about who's first. Y'all niggas just want to be first to say some shit. That's it. Y'all niggas just want to be first to say some shit now. It ain't about the consequences or repercussions, because now everybody making so much money that they got fucking security and all this other shit, so they can be Superman and shit behind screens. It ain't about fucking trying to spread a positive message or anything, because you could have definitely turned this into a positive thing or a way to really like put some information into the young people's minds or whatever, if you want to do it like that. Nigga, you just wanted to be messy and make money off of messy shit and fuck with this nigga. And keep on saying that you love this nigga, and just your whole tone and everything is just so disrespectful. It's so frustrating. I feel like that's me on the fucking screen that you're talking about. Boy.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Whole ass.
Now, again, I feel bad for him, but we do got to be honest. Like, are y'all get what I'm saying?
Bad, my nigga. Oh.
G Herbo is talking about somebody. No, it's not a bad take. It's not a bad take. It's not a bad take. This is an actual take. Here's the thing when you're involved in messy business. You see all them niggas who are now going to jail. It's not only G Herbo going to jail. It's a bunch of niggas going to jail. There's a bunch of niggas going to jail because they use stolen funds to book flights for G Herbo, hotels for G Herbo, vacations for G Herbo. They were trying to. This is why streets and business don't mix. You got street niggas who is trying to clean scam money through rap, hoping nobody would understand or figure it out. Oh nah, y'all.
Look how the nigga hoping that nobody would understand or figure it out. Do you see like just that boisterous voice and just the arrogance and shit in his tone and stuff? Nigga, hip hop came from the streets. Stop saying street niggas and shit with such authority. You ain't a street nigga. What the? I don't understand how you can speak like you got so much passion and so much skin in this game, and you would get skinned in this game. Like, this shit makes no sense.
Seen him in Jamaica? Nah, that's just a rapper shit. But he didn't pay for it. It was all stolen credit card money. Right? Now, these are the people who are probably, if G Herbo trusts them enough to get on a plane with them, if G Herbo trusts them enough to be in these situations with him, he knows they're paying for that shit. And again, we could sit here and be naive and be like, oh, G Herbo never knew about nothing. Okay, cool. But if they are now also dealing with G Herbo's actual money, you think they ain't misappropriating those funds too?
See, it's like, it's just like, why is you even talking about this? Because if you're going to talk about it from all sides. If the nigga using street money and making moves and shit to do shit, okay, whatever, that's what the fuck happens. There's motherfuckers that ain't rapping that run these multi-billion-dollar corporations that's been doing that, still doing that, whatever, but we stay shitting on our own. I know it. Anyway, still, nigga, that's what's wrong with the game. It's a fucking code to this shit. Nigga, we all trying to come up. I'm out here making moves, y'all out here making moves. We fucking jucking and jiving, fucking robbing Peter to pay Paul, nigga. We in this bitch together. So at the end of the day, hey, yeah, it's under the table, but shit, we in the dirt together, nigga. That's what this shit's supposed to be. He don't know nothing about that though. So it's like, what you even speaking on it for?
His team was booking shit with scam money, and stolen credit cards, stolen identities. Now they have, let's say, $1 million or $2 million that they have to deal with from him. They might use that to try to be flipping in the street or wherever the fuck they was getting the other scam money from. Yeah, behind G Herbo's back. Now G Herbo, maybe he's just innocent. He don't know nothing about what's going on. All I'm saying is that what we are talking about and why the feds is upset at him and why he's going to jail is probably what we have to consider, even though we do feel bad for him. I do feel bad for him.
Shut the fuck up.
But I'm pretty sure, bro, you got to understand the business. Let me tell you this. And most of these rappers who are coming up, they street niggas, let me tell you this, real talk. Like, actually, you see, these are uncomfortable conversations. Y'all don't want me to have these conversations.
I love having these conversations.
Y'all don't want me to have these conversations.
I do. Same. Patient.
Are we gonna act like this got nothing to do with G Herbo? I'm just mentioning another point. You see what nobody want to talk about when they talk about Juice WRLD's death? Man, Juice WRLD died because he was around a bunch of niggas who was doing some other shit, who was also using his private plane that he just wanted to travel with his girlfriend on, right? That probably the label was paying on. They're using that as like a double way to smuggle drugs. They got mad drugs under the plane. The fucking pilot tips off the feds. The feds come rush the shit. Maybe the Juice WRLD has some shit on him and he panics. He swallows some shit. He dies. But in reality, niggas was doing bad before that. That's the point I'm trying to make.
What the fuck?
The thing is, when you involve the streets with legit business, you can't pick and choose when it stops.
That's not true.
I guarantee whoever he's talking about is gonna be like,
I know nothing about this
nigga.
shit.
Well, remember you went on that vacation to Jamaica with Future? Yeah, Future rapped about it. He said he spent half a ticket. Well, we spent $200,000 for you and your girl. Where you think that came from? That was scam money. Now when you get legit money, they might be like, yo, we got to use $50,000 of the legit money to go get some more scam money. Now, years later, when you're about to go to jail, you're looking at your finances and you're looking at whatever. You're like, where the fuck my money go? Well, bro, we were mixing street shit with business shit. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You're mixing street shit with business shit.
All right, we about to cut this shit short because this nigga he just talking. It's really just, it's like, I don't even want to say it's infuriating because nigga ain't got enough. It's like when a smart person has all these words to express and describe something that they know absolutely nothing about. So it's just fuckery. Whole lot of fuckery. Anyway, nah, the shit ain't right. Either way, right, wrong, indifferent. The shit ain't right. But look, I ain't the judge or the police, so that's not what I'm here for. What I'm here for is on our side of shit, how we handle things. You know what I'm saying? From, since now I got to play on the media side of things. And on the media side of things, that ain't how you do the shit. You know what I'm saying? What he's doing right now, that's some fuck nigga shit. That's the reason why I do the shit that I do in hip hop. You know what I mean? And that I've been doing what I've been doing in hip hop since I came home, because it's like, that's the type of shit that, look how fast that shit moved. Look how many streams that shit got that fast. That's what everybody want. Everybody want to see this shit. I don't think everybody agree with it, but they want to see it. And it's like, that shouldn't be what people want to see. We shouldn't want to see people get drugged through the mud. We shouldn't want to see people showing fake love. You know what I'm saying? We definitely need to be learning from the mistakes of the people that we look up to and that are doing things that we want to do. But nah, what he doing, that shit for some fuck nigga shit. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna end it there, because I really just wanted everybody to, you know what I mean, be able to really break that shit down how it needed to be broke down from the other side. And we ain't with that bullshit there. So I'm BTB Grilla. It's the BTB Gorilla Zone. And take your ass home and get the fuck on up out of here. You know what I'm talking about?